Small red day for me today. But the key word is small red day. Well, let's just say small. Small is the key word. I forget about the red day part, but yeah, just small red. I got caught up in some of the chop today. I ended up taking 4 trades, 2 winners, 2 losers, and almost worked out a complete wash. But I'm glad I am trading with Top One Futures, and I'm trading on Project X because I have a max trade risk setting set. So basically 4 trades, I get locked out. I had it set at 3 trades, but if I were to take size off on a trade, that would count as a trade, and it kind of skewed me where I'd get, it wouldn't give me another trade if I wanted to, because if I took some size off, it would count as 2 trades and whatnot. So I'm trying 4 trades now, and just to see how that works for keeping me, still being able to trade without over trading, obviously. But again, those lockout features on Project X are, something as a new trader I think everybody should be doing. You should be automating as much as you can when it comes to trading. Remove the human error, remove the emotions from it, and it's going to help you in the long run until you build that discipline and that confidence and all those other things. I think they're great features. So yeah, Top One Futures again is having that promo springtime sale. Use my code TRB, 40% off. Again, they're the only firm I'm trading with right now. I took 2 payouts. I'm just loving them, to be honest. It's just a good firm overall. I'm really happy with it. So, they're super fast with their payouts. Their Project X platform is super good for new traders, I believe. And yeah, just something definitely if you're looking at getting a straight to funded account or even a challenge account, I would look at Top One Futures for sure and give them a try. But yeah, so they're having that promotion. 2 added bonuses right now when you use my code. You're getting the anytime payout window for free, and also no daily loss limit for free. So a couple of cool things that are getting thrown in there when you use my code, and then obviously 40% off of any account. Next week, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for 5 50K challenge accounts with Top One Futures. I'm not going to do a purchase for that giveaway. It's strictly going to be, follow me on my socials and show some support there, and you'll get an entry into the draw. But like I said, it's something I'm going to be doing starting Monday, so stay tuned for it. We'll talk about it on the videos, but I'll mainly be posting it on my X account. And again, all my socials, you can follow me at the Randy Bains on Instagram, X, and obviously for you that are here on YouTube. And let's have a quick look at what I was seeing when I got to the chart in the morning, and then we'll just go over the trades and kind of, the one and done idea that I've been trying to float. The one trade I'd look for today, the easy money. Today, we'll look at the chart, and it was just a chop fest, and there was nothing really there that I could be confident in saying this would be a one and done trade. So let's go over what I saw when I got to the desk. So getting to the desk, into the overnight session, you can see the sellers took control. We had this move down. But again, I'm watching my previous day value area low, previous day point of control, previous day value area high. And then also New York's VWAP from yesterday. So previous day's New York VWAP. That's this yellow line. I'll try to always keep my colors the same. Yellow is going to be previous day's New York VWAP. The blue lines, the horizontal lines are going to be your previous day value area low and value area high, and green will always be your previous day point of control. And then black is your daily VWAP. That just prints itself and it always stays this color. So black is the VWAP from the overnight session. And as you can see, the sellers were in control all night. Buyers found some support here at the New York VWAP, but again, we're trading in between your previous day's value area low and the point of control. And what I can see happening here is, we could get a move up and come back and break this to the downside, and I could see shorts. Or at the same time, I could see a hold of the previous day's New York VWAP and then up through the point of control. If we can take this level clearly here, it was tested again. If we can get above the previous day's point of control with some strength, I could see a move up and I could see us taking out these highs. But again, we're in this this ugly range, and something I noticed today and in hindsight, we'll talk about it now, is we had this last week. We have these moves up and then we get this chop. We have this move up, we get this chop. So yesterday with having a nice bullish move, should I have come into this morning expecting chop? Probably. What happened? We got chop. So Again, it's, you know, it's one of those things where with repetition, the more times you see it and the more times you do it, the more you're going to just, you know, visually see the patterns forming. But like I said, you're kind of in here. I see shorts below the previous day value area low, longs above the point of control. And let's just get into the trades I took, and you'll kind of see what happened and have a better understanding what I was saying when it comes to this chop fest we were in today. So here we are. I added this cool little graphic. What do you think? So that's a picture of my calendar showing that I had 4 trades, down $200. It's two accounts, so it's $100 per account. And yeah, so, you know, having a peek at this, it's a little bit crowded, but I did it in the sense because I wanted you to see or kind of feel the thoughts going through my head as I was taking these trades. Because, you know, I did feel a sense of, not rushed, but just a sense of anxiousness when I was in these trades today. And it was just maybe because we weren't getting the moves, and I caught a short and I had size on, and, you know, it put me up $500. And then, you know, I lost it in the next trade back to break even, then got some and then lost again. So I just thought putting it like this on the markup would give better context into how mentally I was feeling and how my emotions were kind of. When I do a chart like this, it kind of reminds me, am I heading down the road of tilt? And again, these Project X features, lockout features are, you know, huge. The account locked me out automatically. I did have 2 losses. My second loss, my last trade was my second loss, and if I stick to my rules, and my rules are 2 losses, I'm done for the day. So I should have been done, but before I could even make that decision or have to make that decision, the accounts were locked. Done. I had to think about it. It's done. Done. Small red. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Small red. I had a $1,500 day yesterday. I had a negative $200 day today. So, you know, think of that in the long run. I'm gonna be profitable. Now let's just get into the trade. So New York Open, sellers take control. When we get below this previous day's New York VWAP, and I see the point of control down here, the opening range is set in. I'm looking for a scalp. There's order sitting down here at 59.50, 59.45, 59.40. I'm looking for these to fill, and as you can see, the sellers are in control. I'm not looking for a big move. I know this is very aggressive. It's going to be the first break of the range, but I get in short on the candle open below the previous day's New York VWAP. And I'm looking at Bookmap. The CVD is dropping. I'm looking at these orders at 50. As price pushes down these next 2 candles, as this candle prints, I trail my stop aggressively, as I know, and it's happened to me many times in the past, first break of the opening range doesn't run. So you know what? I got some decent size on. I can pull some money out of this trade. I'll trail my stop aggressively. As we take this previous day value area low and we keep pushing through, I'm thinking in my head, this is going to slide. We're going to take the orders all the way down here at 40. But at the same time, it's the first break of the opening range. So I trailed my stop super aggressive. As this candle is printing and it's pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, and then prints, I immediately pull my stop down to here. Price opens, we get this push down and turns around and goes up on me. I get stopped out. So I'm up on that trade, $525. Like, just a nice, easy, clean scalp. I had the option to kind of stop trading, but I'm trying to get to $1,000, $2,000 a day profit. So why am I going to dick around here, right? I'm, you know, comfortable trading the size. So let's just look for another opportunity. I can't even say this was rushed. It was a good trade overall. There's nothing wrong with it. We're below previous day's value area low. We break open open candle opens below low of day VWAP. We're below all the VWAPs. What is telling me that this is not going to want to push? The only thing that's not going in my favor, it's the first break of the opening range low. So that's the one negative on everything I'm looking at here. But you know what? I'm up 525. I'm going to risk roughly the same amount. I get in the trade. Immediately, it turns around on me. And this bullish candle here off the previous day's value area low prints very similarly on NQ. And in my mind, it's signaling a reversal. And I can see this gap wanting to fill up here. So I get out of this trade here. I immediately enter long here. Price pushes higher. Again, I'm not taking any chances. I move my stop up into profit, and it comes back on me. I get stopped out. Oh, shoot, sorry. So let me rewind here. Short here, price turns on me. This candle's printing. Same thing on NQ, signaling that price is going to push higher up for me. Now we're back above this previous day's value area. And it's the way that price pushed off it that got me thinking, long. So I closed the trade here. I'm down 562. So basically a wash. I'm back at zero. I immediately enter long. Price pushes up. Once we get above this previous day's New York view up, I pull my stop up, trail it aggressively again because I'm just, I'm not 100% convicted, you could say, now that I think about it. And price comes back on me and I get stopped out 225. So it is what it is. I'm plus 225. I'm roughly up 180 on the day or something, whatever it was. I don't know how the math worked, but I'm slightly up on the day. And this idea fails. We get a rejection off of the top of the opening range high. Again, I want to look at shorts. Price pulls back down. I got a new low day view up on here. Price pushes below. We get this candle. I decide to get short. Now, what I did differently this time that I'm going to give myself a ton of credit for, and I'm quite proud of myself, is I sized way down. I realized, hey, this is choppy. I'm getting chopped around here. There's no need for me to put 750 risk on this trade. Comes back around on me and I'll be down 750 on the day. Instead, I'm going to size right down, take off 60% of my size, go down to 5 micros, and then give this thing some room to breathe and let it play out. And if it works in my favor, it does. If it doesn't, I'm going to be taking a very small loss on the day, which is something else that is changed in my mindset of how I think when it comes to my trading. And this is my fourth trade, so there's no reason for me to take a big loss on my fourth trade. Either this is going to give me a small green, or I'm going to have a small red. And my thesis behind it is, say I'm up a couple $100 in the account. If I can pull 250, 300 out of this trade, I'll be up 500. I'll be back to where I was off my first trade. And at that point, I should have been content with that, and I wasn't, so I'm going to be content with this. And what happened, as you can see, Chop City and price just played around with me. Played around. Finally here, breaks to the upside, stops me out. I'm down 250. So I was down, I don't know how it worked out the math, but down $100 in each, or $90 in each account or something. And look at that. I'm happy with that. I wasn't content with taking this, and I'm content with taking this all day long. This could have been easily minus 750, minus $1,000 in each account. So minus $2,000, minus 1,500. To be able to end this day like this, for all the mistakes I did make as a new trader, I'm super proud of myself and happy with it. And again, when we come back and look at the calendar, this was, Chop Fest, and it went all day. And let's have actually a quick peek here. And just look at this. Do you really want to be anything to do with that? Come on, this is a 55 to 12, 15 point range? Gross. Really? Something I'm really going to pay attention to now, more than ever, on days like yesterday, if I have a really good, strong day, price is really strong, the next day, I might just take a step back from the charts. I might throw a small position feeler move out there just so I can, scratch that itch of wanting to trade, but I'm probably going to get away from doing that too, because that's just, feeding the impulses, and I don't need that. But look at this, gross, disgusting. Anyway, so I can't mark up a trade of the day. I'm not going to. I'm not going to give anybody advice on how they should have traded this. I wouldn't have traded it personally now looking at it, so why would I, say to anybody else to trade it? I would say this is the day you step out of the market. And the calendar, here we are. So, you know what I mean? It's not by any means. Oh, I don't know what I did there. But how do I get back to my marker? Here we go. Small red. Look at this. Big red, small red, small red, small red, big green. I'm up almost 1,400 on the week. Still. I'm going to trade for a few hours tomorrow morning. I'm heading to Toronto for the weekend to see my sister and my nieces. My niece has got a big dance recital. We're super stoked to go. It's going to be Miles' first time going to a dance recital, so I know he's going to be stoked. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. Looking forward to it. So yeah, I'm going to trade tomorrow morning for an hour or two. Thursday morning, I'll be trading the New York session maybe, because I'm going to be on East Coast time now. We might be out the door on our way to the dance recital. If not, I might look at trading. Friday, I'm going to be on stream, ASFX TV. I'm going to be live on stream. I will be talking about the giveaway there too, so definitely stay tuned for that one. And then the weekend off, and we fly home Monday. I'm not trading at all, so Monday I'll be working on doing the giveaway, though. I can do all that stuff remotely from my phone and be okay with it. But yeah, so enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. Again, Top 1 Futures, straight to funded accounts, evals, whatever you want to look at Top 1 Futures, 40% off the accounts, 2 extra bonuses right now. Code TRB. The link is in the description. And yeah, comment, subscribe, click. You guys know the routine. I will catch you guys all tomorrow, maybe. If I have time, I'll make a video. If not, you guys might get something from me from the airport. If not, just hang tight. I'll make sure I post something on Thursday. I'll try and follow me on my other socials, and if I do have a good or bad day, I'll definitely be posting my P&Ls there and my trades that I did take. So it's just a lot easier to do that than have to make a video and edit and all that stuff. There's, believe it or not, for anybody that doesn't make videos, there's quite a bit of work that goes into it. But anyways, cheers. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the day. Thank you.